The M Squared Strategies AMP program is an incredible opportunity to work hands-on with clients in the federal government and learn what consultants do on a day-to-day basis.
Not only in the office and with the clients, but also outside. We try to make it very open and fun, and you get to do and experience DC at its best.
I was really looking for a summer internship that had it all.
You have access to people that are the movers and shakers of that particular agency.
We need to bring motivated people to the table, and that's what I look for when I'm looking for applied management professionals, when I'm recruiting them, and how we continue their training and kind of keeping our hands on them during the 8 or 9 weeks of the program.
I'm originally from Glendale, Arizona, and I go to school at the University of California, San Diego, School of International Relations and Pacific Studies.
I'm studying at the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia, and I am doing a dual degree in city planning and social work.
Originally from Wisconsin, and I am currently at the NYU Wagner School of Public Service.
So I'm from California, and this is a big change for me, but I like it.
From the first day, what really strikes you about M Squared Strategies is that you're coming into, it's a relatively small office and it's a very intimate office, and you're coming into something like a family and they immediately start to help you out.
My mentor reached out prior to arriving at M Squared Strategies, so he laid the groundwork for somebody that could provide both personal and professional guidance.
It felt like an actual job. I never really thought of myself as an intern during the summer.
This provides the actual experience of working within the government environment.
We were actually tasked with a very, very big job and something that has really pushed all of my skills. Contracting officers, CIOs.
I was at the Department of Transportation with the technical writing team.
We worked for the VA in the Office of Information and Technology under product development, analyzing their budget process.
The Department of Energy was struggling with their billing system, and the AMPs were actually brought in to do a financial analysis project.
Our final deliverable that summer was a report addressed to the Associate Chief Information Officer of the Department of Energy.
Our client really appreciated our deliverable and what we had to offer, and he actually asked our team to come and present our findings at an initiative-wide conference in Pennsylvania.
As AMPs, you have amazing access to government employees, and not only government employees, but also like the executive leaders who are running the government. And I mean, this is something that I think if you worked at a larger consultancy company, as an intern, you'd be kept kind of in the background and you wouldn't actually get to meet anybody. You'd just be drafting something. But here, I mean, we were on site the entire time, and we were working with people who are very high up in the government and making very important decisions. And we see them on a daily basis. We speak to them. We have meetings with them.
They were interfacing with like assistant secretaries, so an SES, Senior Executive Service level people, GS-15s, which is the highest in the general schedule level in the federal government.
The AMP program is a bridge between trained and motivated professionals who continue to change at the beginning of their career to the experience of executive agents of change who actually do the work and own the practices of government, real government where work really happens.
But the client challenge presented to us was that the teams have not yet consistently met some service level agreements. Our tasks were to create visual and written analysis to illustrate the progress being made at both team and individual levels.
Every other week or so, we have all-day trainings. For example, our first week, we had what was called process mapping training, and I had never even heard about this before, but it's just how you document how processes work so that other people can understand it. And we used that directly in our client project. It was incredibly important.
We've taken project management, business process design, strategic planning, DISC training, mediation we'll have very soon, and also we'll have a resume building workshop.
The executive luncheons were really exciting, having CIOs and CFOs actually tell us about their lives and reflect on their experiences and how they got to where they are was one of the best experiences for me.
The Executive Luncheon Series exposed the AMPs to a really broad array of different senior government executives from such agencies as the Secret Service, the Nuclear Regulatory Commission, the Department of Energy, and GSA.
The executive lunches allowed us to solicit information from a very high source.
We get an hour with them at least, and it's just a constant flow of questions from the group and them giving us their pearls of wisdom.
The excursions were a great break from the 40-hour work week.
We took a trip to the museum in Washington, D.C. We went to Mount Vernon, which is the home of George Washington.
We did a Capitol tour, which was a lot of fun because I've never been to the United States Capitol before.
We also went to a winery, which I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about or not.
I love the philosophy of this internship program, and I think the way that Kendall empowers the interns and gives them responsibility over their own work is a great strategy. It makes you want to work hard, it makes you want to put forth your best effort.
I think the AMP program has really helped me define my professional goals, as well as helped me find out what kind of a professional I am, what kind of a workplace I'm most comfortable in, what kind of people I most like working with, and those are really the things that I'm going to look for when I start my job search for next year.
This experience will most definitely launch me into my next career move.
It's been a great fusion of all of the things that I wanted to do and given me a real insight into what it also means to consult.
Each year, the work they do after they leave the AMP program gets more and more impressive. We have AMPs that have gone on to work for the federal government directly, to work for consulting companies, big and small, through references and through connections, as well as stay on with M² strategies, which we always love.
I would recommend the AMP program to any graduate student that's looking to work in the government sector or consulting or in public policy. You'll get the real groundwork of how public policy is implemented within the government.
It's not only work, but it's also like education too, and you get paid for it. So it's great.